This is the story of how three newbies made it into top 10 of narration games in GMTK 2025. This is our own chaos and game, the Golden Mare. Welcome, my name is Whitman. With me, I have my buddy Lurid and Divergent Root. Let's just rewind a bit. So before the jam started, like about a week ago, me and my buddy Lurid, we decided that we wanted to participate in this jam and we were like very focused in that. But a bit about us is that I just know Unity, Godot, and Blender. My drawing is very questionable skills. Uh, this is my drawing for reference.
It's not bad to be honest.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, yeah,
That
see.
looks like good.
Anyway, then my friend Lurid. He's
Damn, the face.
anyway. I think he's good with making music.
You think?
I believe it.
Okay, good.
I believe in him. He can also work in Godot and Blender, and he can also make pixel art much better than my drawing. But we fairly were lacking in a very crucial skill, person who can actually make some art, like some drawing or maybe 3D models or something like that. Anyway, we thought we can just two of us can make game, and that would be good. Uh, and yeah, so we started on. So on the day zero at local time 10:30 p.m. we got the theme which was loop. Considering the fact that me, Dured, and Divergent Root, all three of us are from programming background and hobbies game devs. Uh, the only thing that loop gave me was for loops, which was not a game. So for the day zero, we started thinking about ideas, and we came up with a grand total of zero ideas until we started looking into Discord when people were discussing their crazy ideas, and one of them being having a roguelike where you have to select a debuff at the end of every round, which sounded like a good idea, but it still lacked the overall game, I would say. The genre. It was like a mode or an idea of the game. Thinking more on that, we started throwing on each other very random and maybe impossible borderline ideas. So one of them being creating a platformer where you have limited time and a few timed events. You need to find those few times event, chain them in such a way that you start from one point and reach on the end in some target time. The other one was given by Lurid, which was like each time you die, you restart until you get out of the danger. Maybe you are in a zombie forest where one of the monster knows you restarted this whole thing and he knows all your moves. Something like inspired from ReZero. uh, and another one was a musical game where you have to guess the melody which was played in the loop. But the idea that we went with was this: we have a group of pages where you are stuck in, and you need to get out of this. The only way you can get out of this is finding out answer to few questions that are being asked, and in order to answer those questions, you have to go to different web pages which are linked together using links which you find on that page, and they take you back to the homepage. Did I
I
just?
think the reason we selected an idea like this was because it required the minimum amount of artwork
Yeah,
to make a game. But obviously, like in every game, the you actually need artwork for improving the quality of it. The
yeah,
only reason we went for this was because initially we didn't have an artist. Oh yeah, you're getting to that, right?
yeah. So then let me introduce you to the artist that decided to join us, Divergent Route. She's so talented. Her random sketches were way better than our professionally drawn stuff. The,
Yeah, deadly.
these are random sketches she drew, for example, which we ended up using as logos. On the day when Lurid and Divergent Route had their day jobs to focus on while I was on leave, so I was able to focus my all time on the game. The thing was, I had all the time in the world for that day, but I had nothing planned. So I decided to make an evidence board because a detective needs an evidence board, right? What will you do with a case or a murder if you don't have an evidence board? Do you guys agree with me?
Yeah, deadly. But those names are those names are funny. Heck, gave, kill, threat. I didn't even notice these things before.
Heck was with John?
what?
What?
What
John.
happened?
Yeah, the names.
Yeah. Heck. That's interesting
I'm
name.
not very creative with name, guys. That should have been very evident.
There's a different John.
Wait, there are two Johns?
I mean, this John is different from the others because the O was after
I
it.
think let's
Oh
leave that
yeah.
one. Let's not reveal stories, guys.
Spoilers.
Yep. But anyway, while making this, we pretty much found out that this game will need a lot of stories more than features or anything. So on the end of day one, when both of them were back, I decided to share my views with them. And the initial idea was that we will create three stories, which each one of us will write, and then we will combine them together. Like there will be different stories that do not have anything to do with each other. It's just like three random cases a detective solves. But then Lurid suggested something which I did not expected. He just randomly casually just dropped nuke and saying that what if all of them are related? Like think about it. And then I did actually think about it. And then this meme came up to my head, and I was like, imagine the player is explaining to their friends how did they solve the mystery and how like case 3 is related to case 1's XYZ random evidence that they found on that. It's all connected, kind of, that One Piece theories, like everything is connected. And if I get to write such kind of stories, I'm absolutely in for it. Like, so on the day two, I was very much focused on writing stories. So I created a music system. After making this music system, I did write down a story. When I shared the story, everyone liked it. The whole structure, how everything was connected, was very good. And we decided on day three, we will like lock in and just start working on it, which is essentially the last 2 days, 3 and 4 we have, which is the weekend. Uh, we were all set to do that. And I also found this. So for the cases, we would need a lot of portraits, right? Or this kind of images, which we will like have on a case file or something like that, kind of burst photos. Which I found there is a library called Dice Bears, uh, which creates this kind of avatars. These are procedurally generated, everything like non-AI stuff. Uh, which looks very good. Monochrome we got, and that also inspired our whole theme of having monochromes. So on day three, we started working on different things. I started working on code, creating more templates, fake data using Faker.js, and created templates for birth certificate, death certificate, autopsy, employment report, check-in, weapon registry, news cutout, news archive. Yeah, a lot of things, a lot of boring things. But anyway, Blu-ray created music, and he also created handwritten letters that are used all across the game. Then DR was working on creating all the portraits that were needed for the game. Also, all the logos were created. And at the end of the day, at around I think 11:30 p.m. or around 12, we decided to combine all of our efforts into a single case, and that would just be done in a quick, easy way. And that was kind of the time when we figured out we messed up. Yeah,
What?
yeah. I think everyone understood the story a bit differently
Oh yeah. No, I remember that.
because I did not write it down in very well detailed manner. It is there, but they are all in pointers, which got very very badly misunderstood.
Alright,
Yeah.
forget the story. We didn't even know the characters. We didn't know the victim is.
So, wo- so what ended up happening was that the first player who tested the game were the creators itself.
Yeah, it was us. Yeah, it's like a fresh experience. What did we make? I don't even know. Let's jump right in.
I think the first people who actually like who was solving the case were like DR
With
and
us.
Lurid. They had zero clue who the killer is.
That was fun.
That is a lot of brain racking for us.
Yeah, but in all of that mess, at a point I did think that we will not be able to submit anything this year as well. What did you guys thought?
No, no, no. See, this is a story. If anything, we can submit the game without a story. Yeah, that's fine. Just have like a few like random red herrings here and there. Boom, we have an amazing story because nobody can actually find the answer. It's all subjective.
Oh god. Oh god.
But yeah, at least we have a coherent story now.
Yeah. So on day three, like at the end of, I was like very much convinced that we will not be able to submit anything unless like we did something very crazy for day four. But on a positive note, we had these records. These records, man. This guy died. Who died because of battle wounds. Very understandable reason, man. If you
Yeah,
serve your
this
country, there's a chance. There's a chance you die in a battle. But at the age of zero, who got him dying at the age of
yeah, this guy he turned from a baby to a man in a
Tammy died
single
on a
day.
Sunday. That's really bad.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah.
oh god. Then Theodore just died because of beast attack.
Beast.
Oh wait, the date is 2020 something. There's a battle that happened on a Sunday.
Oh god. We don't even have beasts in our universe, man.
I think I created this data
What
with the
Theodore?
beast attack.
I wonder if we should like patch this kind of data or we
No,
just should
man.
leave it.
No, this 0-year-old person got a beast attacked. Oh, well.
They have such good names at age zero.
Yeah.
Faker Chase is good.
Yep. Absolutely, man. The names are very good. Much
Yeah.
better than my.
Does this even create Indian names? I never figured that out.
You think they do? Ah, well. But anyway, on day fourth we locked the shit in, and
Oh,
we
well,
started working in like I don't know. We like what focused for like what 6 or 7 hours continuously,
yeah, yeah.
and then we did created a case one. So I worked on putting together the story because explaining and writing we did not have that enough time. So I just said, you know what, you guys have created enough of groundwork. I will just stitch everything together. So we have a story. And meanwhile, Lurad created the main menu and Divergent Route created the tutorial for the game. And again, after like 7 hours on like 4 p.m. or something. So guys, remember 10:30 is the deadline. At 4 p.m., our first case got created. So we just left out all the other three cases. Uh, oops, I said three. Never mind. Yeah. So after that, when we started again stitching our changes together, we ended up with this horrifying styling issue.
Oh no.
this this issue took I don't know what 2 hours. I guess it took 1 hour from me. It took 1 hour from DR, and none of us was able to actually fix it in the final submission.
Wait, did we leave this in?
Yeah, we did leave this in.
What the?
It is still this.
Oh, shit.
That's a feature.
Yeah, it's a feature man, at this point.
Yeah, the murderer wasn't really a good UI developer.
I just wrote he's a very good UI developer in the.
Yeah, the murderer only wrote that. He was the one who wrote, "I'm a good UI developer." Never mind.
No, so that he did a
Confidence,
code.
man.
Yeah.
Eh, Anyway, like after all of this and that, we started uploading this, and yeah, before that, we did give this out to someone to try play test it, and we got quite positive result, overall feedback, story wise, and enjoyment. But the playability was down the I don't know what to say. Well, hell, I don't know. Like
Yeah,
it was too bad. Okay.
the navigation was messed up. That's a big pain point that we saw.
Yeah, and another thing was initially we did a key binding for the evidence board with the E letter E. So
Oh,
whenever you
yeah.
type letter E, the evidence board will just pop up out of nowhere.
The problem with that was that when you're typing in the evidence board and you press E, that then also it shuts off the evidence board.
Yeah, it just stops showing evidence. But it just goes
It's
away,
like you press E, it's all over.
and that's like the most used letter in the English language.
Yeah, that too.
Well, we surely did not think much, but
Yeah, you can make a sentence without an either, right?
yeah, I suppose so. I think there was a challenge in How I Met Your Mother where Barney had to pick up a girl without saying the letter E. Never mind, I'm referencing two random things. Okay, coming back to this, we did have a few bugs and this and that, but again, this was still a game, and meanwhile, I was getting this play tested. Lurid and DR created a very good intro sequence with all the voice acting and the animation you can check out on our game. Uh, but yeah, once this was all done, in last 1 hour was left, we decided to upload our game, and hence begins the last hour chaos. So, did you guys know a very funny fact that
Oh, it's that part.
Itch.io does not accept React builds. Like, why the
Oh
hell would
no.
it not accept a React build? It's just a normal HTML. I don't know. And it's my fault that I did not try uploading it beforehand. I could just have tried that, but you know what? Me being me. But
But to be fair, like some people do use that 3D module for Node, right, for making games. I feel
yeah,
like I feel like it should be a thing.
I don't know why. It's like there's a 3JS. That's the library that is used. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, that one.
itch.io does not accept it. So we had to find out some roundabout ways. So then Lurid started on making an executable out of the React build, and meanwhile DR focused on creating the itch.io page, which was very necessary in order to grab attention, considering the fact that we are like submitting it like very last minute. So yeah, and hence comes the legend. This chat had a serious meltdown in our
Oh, this one.
I don't know what Lurid was thinking. He just asked very randomly. He just said he merged his code. I was like, okay. I was like, pull. I was like, okay, let me pull. He was like, don't pull. I think I broke something. No, I didn't. Never mind. I broke something.
Okay, let me like tell you the story behind this. So I merged the code, nothing behind that. I told everyone to pull. Then I was just looking through the code. I saw something was messed up. I don't remember what exactly I messed up, but I think it was the music. None of the music was playing, and I think the navigation was also broken in some way. So I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't look right. So I just told everyone, don't pull, just wait a bit. So I looked at my commit changes and I saw there was some uncommitted code, which I didn't push yet. So I thought, oh, okay, it must be something I just did locally. So I said, oh no, I didn't. Never mind. But then I reverted that code and it was still broken. So it's like, oh, okay, yep, I pushed this. I pushed this broken code. Cool, nice.
After all this
And then
emotional roller coaster, in like what 2 minutes or 5 minutes, Lurid was back with the fix.
wait, I actually fixed it. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
damn, I think I fixed it. Yeah.
Yeah, you did fix that, but there was something else.
Wait, what happened?
The other thing that was broken. But anyway,
Oh, that. Yeah.
after the last hour, we were like an extension that was like a lifeline for us. We were able to at least submit our game with the cool background that DR created with a logo and everything. And yeah, also, Lurid created a trailer.
Oh
The
yeah.
legend of a guy, man.
Cinema, bro.
But yeah, after all of this random running around and 4 days of I don't know what to call other than chaos filled with stupidity, but
Lack of sleep.
yeah, a lot of lack of sleep. I don't know. I slept like at what like 2 to 3 a.m. mostly every day.
I don't know. I mean, we were in a call 3 a.m. Just we were just discussing the story and we were
Yeah,
just thinking if it still makes sense to continue with the story. And that was, I think, a day before the submission.
yeah, the
I think, does
debrief.
this story make sense? Should we continue with this? And then we decided to go to sleep at 3 a.m.
Yeah, I think the next day I woke up at like what 7 or something. I had to do few work. I had to run some few chores at home. Yeah. Anyway, but then we submitted game. We were like entering the voting period, a bit of peaceful and enjoying period. We played a lot of games. I think we enjoyed a few. Uh, we also received very good comments. Uh, Thanks to everyone who played our game. Thanks for leaving down comments, reviews, and even connecting even on Discord, answering my questions uh, about gameplay. Huge shout out to all of you guys, man. Thank you so much.
Like,
The fact that someone just like played our game, like not a single person, like multiple of them played like for 1 hour was a lot for me. I was expecting like maybe a 10-15 minute or max 30 minute of gameplay. After all of this voting period, we did find out one of the annoying part of our game was that the submit button was broken.
that was me.
So in our
That's my
game,
fault.
in our game, you have to like find out the answers and then you have to click a submit button on question. Like you have to write down answer to all the questions and then you have to say like hit on the submit button. That would just tell you that your answers are correct or incorrect. But in order to add an outro song to that, we inevitably broke the submit button as well, which was a very simple fix, to be honest.
Yeah,
But it was like already submitted, and we got to know about that very late. So sad, man.
it is what it is.
Yeah. Anyway, that will be fixed in the next update. By this time the video is released, do we have already released the update or not? But check on the description maybe.
Mhm.
So yeah. Then there was a time for results. So because of how all the mess that has happened, and also on day three, how I almost gave up on the thinking that the game would not be much of a game anymore, and then there was that bug you cannot finish the game. I thought we will not be anywhere, but oh good golly, was that a good decision to check out the results before I go to sleep? I could not sleep for an hour. Like, what do you mean? We won like eighth in narration, 120 on creativity, 982nd on enjoyment. Guys,
Yeah, I couldn't understand that. Like, what? How is that even possible?
I know people enjoyed story, but I did not. Okay, at some part in my heart, I wanted to win top 20. Right? It's my first game. That's like you can call it as a game. Like it's not just like a character jumping around and then there is nothing else. And it has a, like a start screen, end screen. There is a proper story, and then there is a proper art thanks to DR. I don't know. I was not able to sleep for an hour. I the next day I just slept on the commute like whole 2 hours continuous. Anyway, I think it is first time Dia joining a game jam. In fact, she was not even much aware of game dev. She doesn't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
majorly play games. So I just dragged her onto the game jam and whole development stuff because I have seen her art on Insta handles and stuff like that. So how did you find overall game jam?
Hey, this is fun. I did not expect it to be this good.
It was a wild
It was
ride.
fun.
Like, we
It was
had like so many things in the middle. We had to like do voice acting. We had to do like a whole trailer. The trailer was
Right.
my most favorite part, though. It's like we're
the
it's
trailer
like a
was
triple A
created in like
industry as
1 hour.
such.
The trailer was created like last what couple of hours. Like that was not even in the script or not even was overall on the like our plan.
I know, right?
Just a random thing. Lyra just asked me, should we have a voice acting? Maybe we should start if we want to add a voice acting. I'm like, are we doing voice acting?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
and
yeah,
even the
that was a good idea.
background, no, right? Like I can make the background, just
A lot of random stuff
it's
happened.
good.
Yeah. Anyway, that brings us to the ending. Anyone would like to do that? Anyone would like to
Is
have
there
the
supposed
honor?
to be a slide? I just see like a blank slide.
Yeah,
Stay
yeah.
tuned in, guys. Like, share, and subscribe.
Oh no, there
You're
it
not.
is. Yeah, there we go. Hey.
You're not Discord. Follow us on Instagram.
Hell
Press
yeah,
that
let's
while I
go.
press that red subscribe button. Press that bell icon. I can't even speak. God damn it.
Yeah, just throw in a few brain rot in there as well. Skibbity. Don't know. Okay, that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
you know, I'll
yeah,
just cut that
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
guys. See ya. Peace.
Yeah, I think that was good.